Hey guys, okay, so today I wanted to talk about a bit about my personal history with my eating disorder, and I wanted to talk about my history with feast eating. So, uh, I'm gonna split this video up into three stages. The first stage is gonna kind of be me getting started eating in my all-in journey, and then the second phase is going to be my crazy phase of my all-in journey. Then I'm going to go to my satiation phase of my all-in journey. So kind of you can watch the video whatever stage you're at, because I feel like there's going to be definitely different little pointers about what's going to help you depending on what part of your journey you're on. So at the start it was a bit kind of like, I've always been the kind of person that is all or nothing. So if I'm gonna commit to something, I want to properly commit to it. I don't want to like do something and then like just waste my time. So, and you can kind of, and like a lot of eating disorders are kind of like that, and it can be a bad trait, but also you can use it to your advantage. So in my opinion, whenever you're using any of your eating disorder traits against your eating disorder, it's fine, because you're using it against your eating disorder. And it's basically like telling your eating disorder, like, it's your fault that this is happening, that you might want to kind of get rid of this trait if you're causing it. So the eating disorder will kind of like stop causing all the traits that is kind of not helping it. Yeah. But getting started. So I was like, the point where I started, I'd kind of been in quasi recovery for like quite a while, like 3 months, and I was kind of still losing weight actually. And then I reached that point. I was like, Sophie, like you're not doing this shit properly. Like I wasn't putting the effort in. And so I started watching some recovery YouTubers, and I had this huge hunger. And I started watching YouTubers talk about extreme hunger and feast eating, and I kind of got what they were talking about, and then I kind of put it onto my own situation and kind of thought about my own situation. And so I kind of did that, and at first my eating was very sporadic. I would eat, like, I'd go in the morning, I'd like on the first ever day in the morning, I went to go get this thing called Too Good To Go, which is like a free half price food, because it's like kind of reduced food because it's like out of date, or it's going out of date food, that I'd collect with my mum. And we went to this hotel, and I got like this like, I can't even explain how much food it is now. It was like this huge, like that thick, it was like 2 sides of thing. I can't even explain it. It's just it was a lot of food, and I literally ate it all. And my mum literally, like, to describe the face that my mum pulled at me, she was like the amount of food that I'd eaten was ginormous. But so I'd eaten that, and then I probably wouldn't have gone the rest of the day until like dinner eating, because I would have been literally so full. So those were my first few days of recovery. And then I went to a Premier Inn one day, just because it was kind of the holidays, I'm pretty sure. And then at home, and then I started doing it all more at home. I started just like devouring the house. I would get loads and loads of sweet stuff. I'd probably eat like two breakfasts, 2 lunches, 2 dinners in the end, and then I'd eat like loads and loads of snacks in between the day. And then so that kind of carried on for a week and a half. And by that week and a half, like, so many of my problems had gone away. I was like completely obsessed with food. Don't get me wrong, like I couldn't focus on anything other than food, because it's kind of like your brain's like, yeah, by the way, I'm hungry. Like, I've been hungry for a really long time. I'm just telling you this now because it didn't seem like you were going to eat before, so there's no point wasting like literal calories telling you that I'm hungry. That's why, like, sometimes our hunger systems stop. A hunger signal stop, because our brain is literally like I don't want to waste calories because you're clearly not eating enough. And so my brain was like, oh yeah, so now I can waste the calories, or I can use the calories to kind of tell you I'm hungry. So I had like I had extreme hunger. I was thinking about food all the time. I probably wouldn't, and like the time that I'd end up eating most of is at night, and I'm gonna make a video about this called night eating. You kind of have to break out that cycle, but it's also a thing that kind of happens naturally. It just depends on what you're doing. Like if you're still eating during the day enough, and you're eating all the right foods during the day, which means the foods that you're going to eat at night, then I think that's fine and it'll go away. But if your night eating is very, very different from your day eating, then that's something you need to work on, because it probably means you're restricting during the day, which makes sense. But I'm going to end this video here because that was the first week and a half, and I kind of want to wait until I can go into the crazy bits. So stay tuned for the next video. Bye.